multiple operations. Operations are when we add, subtract, multiply, divide, expand brackets, and even when we square a number or find a square root. Sometimes a calculation or sum can have multiple operations, such as 3 plus 5 multiplied by 2. Here you can see the calculation uses both addition and multiplication. You might think that the best way to do these calculations is to start from the left and work your way through to the right, such as 3 plus 5 is 8, and 8 multiplied by 2 is 16. But this is actually incorrect, because when doing a calculation that has multiple operations, you have to do those operations in a specific order. We remember this order by using the acronym Bidmas. Bidmas stands for brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Brackets means you need to do any calculations within brackets first. Next up, you will do indices. These include all the powers and roots, such as finding a square number or cube number, or finding the square root or cube root of a number. Then you will take on division, followed by multiplication, and then addition, and lastly subtraction. Using this method, let's have another go at 3 plus 5 multiplied by 2. Following the order of Bidmas, we note that there are no brackets or indices in this calculation. There is also no division, so the first thing we need to do is the multiplication. 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, so this leaves us with 3 plus 10. Addition is the next operation, and 3 plus 10 is 13, so the answer is 13. Remember that when working through this calculation from left to right, we had the incorrect answer of 16. It is important to remember Bidmas so that you always know which answer is the correct one. You may have wondered what the difference is between a standard calculator and a scientific calculator. Well, a scientific calculator uses Bidmas, and a standard one does not. Let's look at another example of using Bidmas. 5 squared, add 4, subtract 9, divided by 3. In this calculation, we can see there are no brackets, but there is an indice to work out. 5 squared is 25, so now we have 25 add 4 subtract 9 divided by 3. Next up, we have division. 9 divided by 3 is 3, so now we have 25 add 4 subtract 3. Next in the Bidmas order is multiplication, but we don't have any multiplication in this calculation, so we move on to addition. 25 add 4 is 29, so we have 29 subtract 3. 29 subtract 3 is 26, so the answer is 26. Here is another example. The square root of 100 subtract, open brackets, 6 multiplied by 3, close brackets, divided by 2. In this example, we can see there are brackets, so according to the Bidmas order, we will complete what is inside those first. 6 multiplied by 3 is 18, so that gives us the square root of 100 subtract 18 divided by 2. Next up, we have indices, which includes square roots. The square root of 100 is 10, so now we have 10 subtract 18 divided by 2. Division is next, so we take 18 divided by 2, which is 9. Now we have 10 subtract 9, which gives us the answer of 1. Have a go at these examples. Pause the video while you find the answers. Here are the answers. When working out calculations with brackets, you must remember that you need to use Bidmas for the operations inside the brackets as well as out. For example, if we look at 2 multiplied by, open brackets, 3 squared plus 4 multiplied by 5, close brackets, we know that using Bidmas we need to work out the brackets first. Inside the brackets, we can see there is an indice, addition and multiplication. According to Bidmas, we will need to do the indice first. In this case, 3 squared, which is 9. There is no division, so next up we will do the multiplication. 4 multiplied by 5 is 20, which gives us 9 add 20, which is 29. So the brackets equal 29. We can now complete the rest of the calculation. 2 multiplied by 29, which gives us the answer of 58. It is worth remembering that sometimes division questions can be written with one series of numbers over another, like this. Using Bidmas to find the answer, we first need to address the brackets. In this case, 7 add 3 is 10, so the first bracket is 10, and 4 add 1 is 5, so the second bracket is 5. This gives us 10 divided by 5, which gives us the answer 2. Have a go at these questions. Pause the video while you look for the answers. Here are the answers. One trick with Bidmas is that if you have several division and multiplication operations in a row, then you can do them in order from left to right, rather than taking all the division operations first, followed by the multiplications. For example, if you have 2 multiplied by 8 divided by 4 multiplied by 10 divided by 5, you would start with 2 multiplied by 8, which is 16, then divide by 4, which gives you 4, then multiply by 10, which is 40, and finally divide by 5, which gives you the answer of 8. The same is true for addition and subtraction. For example, if you had 3 add 5 subtract 6 add 10 subtract 1, rather than completing all the addition operations first, followed by the subtraction operations, you can complete these in order from left to right. So 3 add 5 is 8, subtract 6 is 2, adding 10 gives you 12, and subtracting 1 gives you the answer of 11. Have a go yourself. Pause while you find the answers. Here are the answers. Here is a summary on what we have learnt about Bidmas. Bidmas stands for brackets, indices, division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Bidmas is the order in which you do operations in a calculation. Bidmas should be used to work out calculations within brackets, as well as calculations as a whole. If a calculation has several division and multiplication operations in a row, then these can be calculated from left to right. The same is true for addition and subtraction.